For the past 5 years, I think about 4 years, I've had freewholesaling.com. We've had over 250,000 people sign up and embark in their wholesaling real estate journey. And in these 4 or 5 years, I've had a lot of people, and more than anybody else. And I'm not saying this to brag, but there hasn't been one person who has produced the most, I guess, quote, successful wholesalers than me and Rick. Not because I don't think we're the richest wholesalers of all time, but we're still the only ones that will teach you everything for free. And because we have the biggest course, and I believe it's the best information in wholesaling, we have the most testimonials. And this has created the largest case study of successful wholesalers in the history of this industry. And the really cool part about that is more people than ever send me their wholesaling real estate checks and say, Zach, thank you so much. You've changed my life. You teaching wholesaling real estate has changed everything. And from the 4 or 5 years I've been having these thousands and thousands and every day it's like 5 or 6 checks of people saying, thank you so much. And they send the check as proof, right? And from that data set of all those successful wholesalers, I've had this case study, and I always ask, how did you get the deal? What was the type of marketing? What was the list? What was the channel? What was this and that, and every which way? And I have found, and this is not a new revelation by any means, because even a year into this, I was seeing this. The most successful wholesalers, I've seen 80% of them have just only done 3 simple, quote, secret techniques to get their first deal. And what I want to do today is really share with you these 3 secret techniques so you know exactly, step by step, what these secret techniques are and what they are, so you can do it. And the truth is, 80% of all wholesalers, pretty much, that get their first deal only do these 3 things. Crazy, right? Only 80%, only these 3 things. And so I truly believe this is something you should really pay attention to, and really something you should be doing, because the fancy PPC, SEO, PPL, this or that, and all these crazy, funky, junky, wonky type things, you get thrown this all the time. And these strategies, and this one is wholesaling on the MLS, where everyone gets their first deal. No, okay. Guys and gals, you get pushed all these new strategies because they're here to sell you courses. Let me tell you the stuff that actually gets results. This is proven by data, proven by people that actually get wholesaling deals. So let's break this all down and let's share step by step what these 3 secret strategies are. Now, before I break it down, I do want to share some observations that I have personally found with these men and women that actually become successful, that actually start doing wholesaling deals and actually get really good results. And I think somewhere where a lot of you guys want to be at that point. These are some observations before we break down the 3 things. Number 1, most wholesalers that end up getting a deal, they do something called the 3-1-1 split. And this is a split that I've just basically shown you guys what to do. But a lot of people ask, Zach, what should I do with my time, right? Zach, I have 10 hours this week to wholesale houses. What should I be focused on? Because it's like, what do I do? They all get freaked out. And what I always say is just focus on a 3-1-1 split. And what a 3-1-1 split is for every 5 hours of work in wholesaling, you should spend 3 hours towards your marketing, like solely marketing. It should be for pulling lists, calling, or talking to sellers, whatever it is. 3 hours strictly for marketing. Now, one of those hours should be spent on your acquisitions, your follow-ups, basically just talking to sellers in your CRM. And then that other hour should be spent finding cash buyers and doing your dispositions. Now, a lot of wholesalers really negate that last hour for the dispositions, and they always struggle, shocker, to go sell their wholesaling real estate deal. And so really, if you do 10 hours, what you should do is 6 hours towards marketing, 2 hours for your acquisitions, and then again, 2 hours towards your dispositions and your cash buyers. On top of this too, I have found that more niche, more success. So you want more money, you have to be more niched out with your lists. And what I mean by this is every wholesaler is doing the same thing. Every wholesaler is being pushed, to do this or pull lists basically from the same software and do the same thing. And You guys are being herded like sheep to go purchase this thing, and you just only wholesale with this. And if everybody has it, like, what's the point? It's not niched out, like, it's not specific. And I've always found is when you go against the grain, but you do it the right way, you're going to get deals. And everybody's fishing in the same pond when really you can go in the ponds that have fish in them that no one else is fishing. And so, really, the more niched out you get, the more success in wholesaling real estate you're going to have. And so, what are these type of niches? I've seen a lot of them. What I found is number one, niches like probates, digital bandit signs, the arrest record list, the fire damage property list, the water shutoffs, the evictions, tire landlord type list, right? I go on and on about this, but these are the specific lists that get results. These are the lists that you'll actually use to make money in wholesaling. If you start pulling lists like this, you're going to see a ton of success. Now, why, and this is going to be a fundamental thing you're going to hear me talk about, why do these niche lists work? This is a simple answer. It works because you don't want to do it. Let me repeat myself. These lists work because you don't want to do it. Now, I'm not calling you out. I'm calling the vast majority of beginners out, because when I tell you guys like a strategy, and this is not you, but most likely you, subconsciously you hear this new thing and you say, I don't want to do that. It sounds like a lot of work. And that's just human nature in general. But when we talk about 1,000 wholesalers getting this industry, and everyone cries about how all these new wholesalers coming in, and most of them are terrible, they are going to do the thing that's the quickest, easiest, and simplest. They don't want to do anything that's just slightly difficult or something that they can't watch their TikTok all day, right? They don't want to work too hard. And they're going to go for the software, number one, pull the list, maybe hire a VA so you don't have to do anything, and that autopilot type thing. And if you go against the grain and do the things that most people aren't willing to do or want to do, you'll do well. And so you're going to find a theme here of how most people get deals for doing the things that most people don't want to do. It's 80% of the success is in this. So it's crazy. So let's talk about number one of my 3 secret techniques. Number one is going to be cold calling. Now, I don't think this is a surprise. I don't think this is a shocker to anybody, but cold calling works. Now, the reason that cold calling works is because it's hard. It is not easy. Cold calling is not a strategy where any Joe Schmo can go out here and start doing it just off the dome, right? You're going to need a script. You're going to need somebody just to tell you some basics of what to do. But most wholesalers get deals by doing this because it's the quickest way to a deal. And for the vast majority of people that dedicate at least 8, 9, 10 hours into doing this, their skills talking to sellers are absolutely amazing. They go through this trial where they've gone through this rigorous training kind of where when it comes to talking to a seller, they're smooth. They're real easy to talk to, and they get results. And it's really hard for me to find somebody who cold calls 10 hours a week that doesn't get a deal in a year. Like, it's almost impossible for me to find these type of people, because if you just put in the work in cold calling, like the results always follow. And it's all about obviously cold calling the right lists. We kind of talked about in the beginning here, niche lists work really well. I'm a huge proponent for niche lists. I love niche lists, and I'm always going to talk about them because the vast majority of wholesalers aren't calling these lists. And if you're somebody that can call these lists, you're going to get results. And so cold calling is going to work because most people don't want to do it. And I'm just being honest. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about just the vast majority. They don't want to do it. They don't. And I don't think I'm asking much for 10 hours. A lot of you guys are putting in 20, 25 hours, and I love it. I love to see the grind. I love to see the hustle in here. But most people aren't willing to do it. And the truth is, this business works if you're willing to do just the extra mile. And I've said this last week, and I will continue to say this until it gets into everybody's brain. But the bar to success in wholesaling has never been lower. If not overall, but if you look at the vast majority of new wholesalers coming in, they're not willing to just put in 15 hours a week or 10 to 15. They're not. They're willing to put in an hour a day at most. Like a lot of these new TikTok youngins, the young ones in here. And so if you're just willing to consistently put in a couple hours a day, maybe 3, you can really start getting some traction in here. And then you start putting more hours in and you'll get really cool results. But just do the things most people are willing to do. And of course, we have a free wholesaling course. It's called freewholesaling.com. We teach you how to wholesale for free. But number 1 is going to be straight up cold calling. Now, what is number 2? You've probably heard this before, but just plain old drawing for dollars. And it's kind of crazy to think, but drawing for dollars works because you heard it again. It's a list nobody else can get. And it's an earned list. That is a category I call it. I call it the earned list. But this is a list where if you're starting out and everyone and their mom is spending $4 or $5 grand a month in marketing, and they're doing mail and radio ads and TV ads and these PPL companies, the SEO, the Facebook ads, and and then they do all this crazy marketing. You can get a list that none of those guys, even if they pull the big software type list, can get, because it's a list that you have to earn. You just can't pull it. You just can't spend money to get it. It's a drawing for dollars list. And I talked about this last week on the Flip Lyric channel, but ROT is going to be a very key important metric. And drawing for dollars works really good for those people that need a high ROT. And so what is ROT? ROT is, again, return on time. This means how much time, how many hours do you put in this business for you to actually get a wholesaling deal? And for a lot of people out here, I get it. You're working full-time jobs, you have kids, you have people you have to take care of. You can't put in 60 hours this week into wholesaling. You might only have 5 or 6 or 7. It's hard. It's hard. And I make fun of those guys out here, that only put an hour in, but maybe all you can put is an hour or 2 hours. If you're in that crazy case, those people only spend an hour. They only do it for easy stuff. But if you only have an hour, 2 hours a day, you're going to have to dedicate that to something that has the best return on your time, which means if you're putting 8 hours in this week for wholesaling, we need to know what in these 8 hours that we can do to give us the highest chance, the highest percent rate of success. And what I've personally found is drawing for dollars is hands down the best one. You put your headphones in, you can listen to your Zach Bryan, Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey, whatever you like, and you can kind of just find motivated sellers with your headphones. I don't know any other like crazy marketing tactic or struggle that like you don't have to put in a lot of work relative to like cold calling or something. You get deals. But cold calling is where a majority, I would say a lot of people from what we do get deals. But what I could tell you is drawing for dollars it takes the cake. I'd rather draw for dollars than cold call because, think about it. Putting 10 hours into cold calling is way more brutal than putting 10 hours into drawing for dollars. It's like me looking at 10 hours of running versus 10 hours of weightlifting. Give me 10 hours of weightlifting, okay? Give me that over 10 hours of running. And so drawing for dollars is, you get the same results, but it feels like less work. You are doing the same work though, but it feels like less work. And in my opinion, that's a big win. And again, it works because most people aren't willing to do it and they don't want to do it. Now, the next part here is very controversial. It's something that I don't think a lot of people think about, but it works. It's called direct mail. And I'm not just talking about postcards, okay? So hear me out for a second. Any type of mail, any type of just physical, tangible marketing medium gets wholesaling deals. And a lot of people get deals by doing this. And then what do I mean by this, right? Like what's this marketing? And so it's these, right? It's reverse drawing for dollars, the sticky notes I talk about, heck, even postcards we do at mailingmastery.com, right? Or bandit signs, digital bandit signs work well. But the majority of these people are going to be people that put sticky notes out on properties. And I've told everyone to be doing this. But if you put sticky notes out in houses and just put something like, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. You're going to get deals. you're going to get leads, you're going to get people calling you, and you're going to get inbound deals. You can go out here and send direct mail pieces. You can send probate letters at wholesaling.com. We have probate letters. We found a lot of people that, again, I think this is a big theme. Your why of why you're getting into wholesaling is because you're working a job and you don't get out of the job. But unfortunately, like, you got kids, it's hard to spend all this time. You need to do something that's a good ROT. And so a lot of people send postcards out. They'll send mail out. They'll send bandit signs out. And heck, I'll add this in here, digital bandit signs. They'll put digital bandit signs in here, and it works well too. And so if you're willing to put these sticky notes out, if you're willing to put bandit signs out, postcards, you will find deals doing this. And this one was the big shocker. I wasn't really expecting to see a lot of these, but a lot of these people were putting sticky notes out. Because if you really look at a sticky note, especially if you write something like, hey, this is Zach, I have a quick question, please give me a call back. It's the same thing as spending 60 cents on a postcard. It's a piece of tangible marketing material that the goal is to get a call on. That's the goal of it. And if you put 100 out of these, like in a day, you are going to get, and it sounds crazy, but you're going to get like $60 worth of marketing out there. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good, right? And so if you're going to go out here and send 100 out, you're going to get a lot of good deals. You're going to get leads. You're going to get just people reaching out to you. And I feel like that's a good point. And so if you send like 100 sticky notes out in a day, that's like $60 of marketing. If you do that for 7 days, that's like $420. That's like $2,000 a month of marketing that maybe costs you $100 in gas. $2,000 of marketing for $100 like that. It's an amazing deal too. And so the way people get deals are not, I don't think they're unconventional. A lot of people are going to call this old school marketing. But when everyone's shifting into one direction, you're going to find it's really weird when you actually look at successful wholesalers. Majority of them don't get their start doing crazy like lists, right? Like, so they're not spending $7 or $8 grand in the marketing like they make you feel like on every guru video type thing, right? They're doing old school tactics that you don't really have money. You got to do kind of old school stuff to get deals, and you get the leads. And so many wholesalers that they get so confused of how do I get started and do I have to spend all this money? And again, you don't have to spend all this money in wholesaling. The majority of successful wholesalers in this business just do the regular old school stuff that gets results. And if you're willing to be that special, crazy type of person who goes and drives for dollars, calls, put a sticky notes out, you'll get deals. And so I talk about this all the time, and I will continue to keep talking about this. Successful wholesalers, they get deals by doing the work. That's what they do. That's how it works. And so I can always talk about examples, but like, I mean, let's like, let me show you some interesting case studies, right? And these are just simple examples too, but like, it works because people aren't willing to do it, right? And so we got Zach here, $11,300. I just saw he posted that. You say where he's got it here. Let me see. Let's see, share. So Zachary said, see the guy that posted it? Yeah. So he basically said here, he said, drawing for dollars, most important thing that catches. So he said here, learn everything, but simple once you learn everything, you learn while on the way doing the main thing. Drawing for dollars, most importantly, anything that just catches the eye, virtually or physical, because one thing, and gets the opportunity. So Zachary here got this check, $11,339 from drawing for dollars. Shocker. What a surprise. Shocker right there. He got it from simply driving for dollars. Now, let's go through the list here, right? We can go on and on and on about what works and what gets results, right? And so we can go here. We got Joseph, been wholesaling since January, closed my first deal from a code violation list. Simple niche list. Simple, $2,000. Not bad. Shout out to Joseph here. Not a big assignment, but very grateful. Seller was 92-year-old lady who was tired of being a landlord. I have some bigger deals coming. Shout out to him. Thanks to Rick and Zach for all the free education they offer. $2,000 looks good. He paid me $0, and he did a simple niche list. Whoa, shocker! Stuff that Zach says isn't lying. Oh, I'm just playing with y'all, but like, come on. It's good stuff right there. That's money in the bank. Love to see that stuff. Okay. So what other guru wants another smoke? Because I'm showing more testimonies than these gurus ever done in their lifetime. And this is just this month. Okay, so we got here, we got Geraldo. First check, $10,000. Definitely butchered his name. I'm very sorry. First check, $10,000. The second check, $21,000. Woo! $31,000. Supposed to be 28 grand, but I paid some liens and some closing costs. But big assignment yet. The biggest assignment yet. And the second one took me 14 days to close. I closed both these in the same week. Thank you, God. And definitely thank you so much, Rick and Zach Ginn. So this guy, you could see if he's a paid actor, because I'm a fake guru apparently. And, I'm this fake guru. And these are fake people doing fake checks. And I'm forging attorneys' names into fake title companies and all these things. So we got here. We got my man, Gerardo out here. Holy smokes. Look at that check. $10,000. Will that change your life? I think it'll change your life. I think it'll change the average person's life. It's a lot of money right there, my man. Woo! That's $21,254.55. Independence title in Texas. Gurus, you can come on. How are gurus gonna compete with this? Come on, look at that. Oh, this is money, my man. 31 grand. Let's look in the comments, see how he got the deal. So my man, he's probably 700 likes. That's crazy. So let's see if he replied how he got this. Let's see here. Great, don't give up. Let's see. Usually somebody asks. Okay, he said, "Draw out." Shocker. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shocker. He got it from Driving for Dollars. Wow. He made $31,000 a couple weeks ago from driving. Guys, like I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot here, but like come on. That's 31 grand with that. Like, guys, who here doesn't want 31 grand? That's a lot of money. He definitely worked his butt off. The average guy's not willing to drive for dollars, but he's doing it. He's getting results. He's getting deals. Love to see that. Guys, I can go testimony for testimonial. Okay. I can go all day on this. Jason White. Oh, my man. Okay. We can't even talk about Jason White. Jason White's making too much money. It's getting nasty over here. We got to call in we got to call the mercy rule for Jason here. Jason, May was a good month for me. 6 documented assignment fees. Woo! That's 6. Woo! 2 undocumented. What are these? Okay. I don't have a big team. Don't have cold callers. Don't have a desire to just count on money myself and along my father-in-law. Getting started with the help of Rick and Zach. On top of 8 closes May, I set myself up for June, July. 4 more closings. Hope you're doing well. Love Rick and Zach. Couldn't be more appreciative of these gentlemen. Will we? Let's look at the receipts here. Let's make a guru cry. We got 10 grand, 7,500, 9 grand. Looks like 6, 5, and 10, 15, 21, 30, 37. That's like at least 40, 50 grand right there. Oh. We clean it up over here. Woo! This is easy. And so just a friendly FYI, if you do want to listen to Jason's story, he did hop on one of our events. He's in Flipbook Plus, obviously. But let's hop on his story. Again, all of our events for Flipboard Plus, we actually give for free publicly. And so this was posted on the Flipboard channel. Let's do this. Where is he? Here we go. This is a great video right here. Guru ad. We got a blah, 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 blah. We can't show the Guru ad, right? These gurus don't get no free clout from me. So Jason's actually really cool. He's no like special first deal. Aiming his first deal, obviously. But I do want to give everyone a look here. Jason White, he went to a live event and we had him speak. And he's a cool cat. He basically made 23 deals his first deal with just drawing for dollars, no cold calling. And I think for an hour here, he just spoke, answered questions with everybody. It was pretty cool. He's a really good guy. Here, I actually have his phone number here for deals. That's his phone number if you want to send him deals. I hope that's not his personal number. He probably get blown up right there in Ohio. He's doing the Columbus area too. If you have deals for him, he's a good guy. But he basically just shared and talked about it. He's a really cool dude, but he made a ton of money wholesaling houses, and he's a funny guy. But yeah, he does well, and he shared that there, and he was drawing for dollars. So he's just another living proof of what I'm saying is working, and I don't think I'm that crazy. Okay, what I say. Let's look at another one. What we got? We got Rick and Zach. Thank you for all you do. First deal from Jason. How much we got here? We got $10,000. Woo! Holy moly! 10 grand. Let's see the marketing. Pocket listing, primarily use deal machine drawing for dollars. And so he is not part of the 80%. I have Stan corrected. Yeah, obviously he's learned from me, right? He learned from me of what to do. But he got this from a pocket listing. Looks like it's primarily drawing for dollars, but who knows? He might be part of the 20%. I ain't upset. He's making money. Shout out to Jason, my guy. You can also message him on Facebook and on JV, but shout out to him. I guess I was proven wrong there. We've got a lot more checks to go through, obviously. So let's just make this quick. I know you guys are getting sick of seeing checks. Jonathan, my first commercial deal. This will be a deal number 13 and counting. The other two of this month this year closed end of May. Shout out to one of many guys, Zach and Rick, just picked up the phone. There we go. All virtual. Money, 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 money. Let's see his lead source. He said SMS texting. So that was not calling. That was not direct mail. And that was not drawing for dollars. So that was SMS. I guess I've been proven wrong again. He learned from SMS, but he did do a niche list. So, but this was just this deal. He's had 13 deals. Okay. He's had 13 deals. So, that's not his first deal. So I talk about first deal. But hey, he's doing good. Hey, my man, Jonathan. There we go. The deal 13 from freewholesaling.com, guys. This stuff works. And let's look at here. Some of these, I haven't seen this check. These checks I haven't really seen. So that's why I'm just looking at them, case studying it. Let's see this one. So this was a divorce list, cold calling the divorce list. Thanks to Rick and Zach. Awesome. $14,000. Woo! 14 grand right there from Jane. Shout out to Jane there. Divorce list. I do not recommend that. It's technically cold calling, so we'll make that one count. And then right here we have Adrian. Did my double. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got Adrian. Okay, he's cooking. Let's see what we got. Did my first double closing today using pass-through funding. This property was a probate niche list for the win. Put under contract at 135 and assigned to a hedge fund buyer of mine. So that would be 32 grand. Whoa. $32,000. Wow. Woo! Come on. How is this not heat right here? He's got the HUD 167 and sold for 135. I bought it for 135. That's money in the bank right there. My guy. Let's see did he talk about how he got the deal? Let's see. here. Did he talk about it? No, he did not. So we're going to get some extra info here. All righty. Yikes. Not on here. Let's see if he shared it. No, he did not. So, we know it's a probate, it's a niche list. I'm going to count that as a win for me. And so, as you guys know here, these methods work. They get wholesaling deals. They get results. So, guys, use these techniques and you can get your first wholesaling real estate deal by doing this stuff. I'm telling you guys, this stuff works. It gets deals. And come on. That's how you get money. So, shout out to everyone on here. Oh, let's see. What did I do? What happened here? Let's change this up. There we go. So shout out to everyone on here, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out here. I know the gurus call me dad. They always look up to me. So I want to give a shout out to my sons, these gurus. But overall, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out here working hard. But what I want to do is answer some questions you have. We got our one-on-one link. Let's pop up the StreamYard right here. And boom, we're ready to go. Let me answer some questions you guys have about wholesaling real estate, and we'll get it going. Let's go here. Let's see. All righty. So drop the link, StreamYard right here if you want to talk to me one-on-one. If not, we will go answer some questions you guys have and help you out. So let's go from the beginning here. What is up, Jeff? Shout out to Jeff. Eugene, what is up? Awesome. So let's answer some questions. So Brandon, I haven't talked to Brandon in like a year. Brandon, how are you, man? What's going on? Oh, Lord. CEO, let's go. 4 deals being sold this week. Woo! Love to see that. What is up, guys? How's it going? Shout out to everyone out here going and networking in the comments. Love to see it. Minecraft Kid 120 says, what are niche lists for vacant land? I'll be honest with you, like when it comes to pulling vacant land, there's no like specific niche list per se. Honestly, you just got to pull the vacant land list and you go from there. Let me answer this question real quick. Jake says, shout out my dog Zach, putting forward a for the gurus. Love to see it. All right. So let me do some one-on-ones real quick. I know I have a lot of people on wanting to talk to me. So I'll talk to you all first, and then we'll get through the comments because I didn't get to know enough people on the one-on-ones yesterday or last Sunday. So for everyone, as you know, with my live streams, anyone is invited to talk to me one-on-one for free. Here to help you guys out, answer some questions, and let you guys have questions you might have, but you're too scared to ask. Or you might, that's a good question. So let me answer some of your burning questions you have in wholesaling real estate and see what I can do to help you out. Here's a StreamYard link, and let's talk. So first we got Eugene. What is up, man? Eugene, why do you leave, man? Come on. You can't get out. Hello.
Yo. Hello.
There we go. How's it going, man?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm blessed. What's going on? We talked last week, right?
Yeah, we did.
What's going on? Give me an update.
So I sent you an email. I'm not sure if you saw it. It was today. I sent you about my data on the list that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the email?
No.
Yeah, it was just my cold calling hours, the contacts.
Oh, you have it? Okay, let me get it. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
So last week I gave you a list to call, right? And
Yes.
how many did I tell you to pull? I know how much to call.
You sent 100.
And did you do the 100?
I did like 300.
My man. Love to see it. Okay. So, okay, Brooklyn, Eugene. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. So, is it okay if I pop this up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Actually, let me open the image. Okay. So I don't want to pop up your personal stuff. So let's see if this works. Okay. So I told Eugene to call 100, and he just showed me this. Okay. So it says here you did on Monday from 6 to 8. Are you at work right now?
Sorry?
Are you at work right now? What are you doing?
No, I'm not at work. I was just going outside because I got family at home, so I'm not really trying to talk. It's kind of late.
All right. Okay. So Monday, 6 to 8 p.m., you got 9 hellos. Hello, the homeowner. Are these separate?
Yeah, you told me to do like any hellos that I get, and then like make a separate list for hellos of the person that actually
So is
owns
that
that property.
19 in total?
Yes.
Okay. So not a bad contract rate, man. Like a 10 of actual homeowners. Actually, that's 10 out of 93, right? So let's look at the percentage here. 10 of 93 is going to be
Yeah, I got a new phone number and all. I put in a new Columbus, Georgia phone number, like a fresh start. Also, so
it's not bad. Tuesday you did 1 to 4:30, 140 calls. Whoa. That's pretty good. 23 out of 140. Let's look at this. 23 divided by 140, 16%, not bad. Getting stuff. All right. 7 to 8, 46 calls. You get about 10% rate. That's not terrible. Thursday, 12 to 4, 180. Don't like those results. But hey, all right, good stuff. And then 2 to 6, 20. You're getting about 10%. You know, like I'm not crying about that. For single line, it should be a little higher, but whatever. And so you got about 86 total contacts, 673 calls, and 14 hours. So no leads from that?
I got like 2, but they were like not like unless it's a good price, then I'm not selling. So they were like okay, but I guess I'll follow up with them in a bit,
Okay.
maybe this week.
It's about 12.3% contact rate. That's not terrible. I mean, obviously, like the list isn't going to be. It's not like a drawing for dollars list, but still, it's not bad, man. All right, shout out to you, man.
Yep.
You're working. I like to see it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I mean, yeah, that's better than what the 2 contacts I got in an hour from last week, whatever that I told you.
Oh yeah. I mean, I give it to you. You're one of the rare people that say you're going to do something and you do it. So shout out to you, man. I'll give you my props. Now here comes the hard part. You did a week of work. Anyone can do a week of work. It's every week of work, which is the hard part. But I think you're willing to do it. I don't think you're scared.
I mean, honestly, I've been calling like a crap ton since like February, like almost 4 hours a day. I mean, I guess that wasn't the greatest because, you know, the contact rates wasn't the greatest. But some days I had decent contact rates. Like when I used to call, some days were horrible. So I guess I've been doing it for a while, but nothing really so far. I mean, this is the list. This is the only data I have so far. That's what we're working on, the data.
You know what? At least you're getting used to actually pulling the data. At least you're getting used to actually figuring out what's working, what's not. Because you doing this, it reinforces to you what works and what doesn't. So I like to see this, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right.
So
keep doing this.
What's the? I just keep calling that list that you sent me. I'll just finish up calling that one for now.
Finish the list.
Do you want me to put down the data so I can send it to you next week or something? Or
yep.
Okay.
Send it again.
Okay, but when I run out the list, I'll probably hop on again because I need to. Yeah, I need to.
There's plenty of leads for you to get, my man.
That's what I've been doing. I've been doing a virtual driving for dollars, and you know how there's like 1,000 like people, 1,000 different addresses. Once in a while I would encounter someone in like a probate situation or like a financial situation, but every single time it's always like, oh, like I just want the right value. I just want to sell because the tenant left or something. Some basic stuff. Nothing really like a probate or a divorce or like a foreclosure. It's never, not even once over the past 4,000 leads I've called. So I feel like that's odd. Maybe that's the virtual driving for dollars isn't working.
Yeah.
Too well.
I'm not a big driving for dollars virtual driving for dollars fan. It works for some specific people, but not for most.
But I feel like at that amount of leads, like what I've done so far, about 4,000, I feel like I would have gotten something like decent. I haven't even had like a contract sign at all.
It's it's not a list that I'm going to tell you that gets results. Like you watch this video, man, like you know what works and what's not.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll just keep calling and I'll get back to you in a couple weeks, see how everything's going.
All right. Let me know, man.
Zach, have a good
There
night.
we go. Eugene, he's doing the work. Proud of him. Keep it up. Jake, how's it going, man?
Hey, what's going on, Zach? How you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you.
It's great. I think I was on one of your lives a while ago, and since then I've been starting to put in work. Like since classes got off from college, I've been putting in work every single day. I've gotten consistent with it, and I'm really considering switching to a virtual market. And I just think it was better off just going to you because what I realized from cold calling a bunch of different lists in Phoenix is that these home buyers, they hammer these motivated sellers so aggressively. Like from the
Right.
moment they wake up, like you'll see voicemails from other wholesalers. Like even when you're watching like an NBA game, the in between ads are, I want to buy your house. I want to buy your house. And even when I drove for dollars, I drove 40 minutes over to the other side of Phoenix to find the real houses. And even those guys are being hammered by home buyers. And what happens is they're just lowballing these guys, hoping that they'll bite. So I just wanted to come to you and ask, even after I pull like the Liz pendants, the pre-foreclosures, the probates, the water shutoffs, fire damage, and all the other ones, and a couple other ones, because they have them all on Maricopa. I want to know if like, is it like, should I really switch markets?
Yeah. I think you need to do a 50-50 approach, my man. I just you're at a point now in Maricopa County where it's not even you like working hard that's going to determine your success, and I don't like that. I don't like it when your hard work isn't going to determine your success. And
Mhm.
I've seen this really similar to Inland Empire too. So Riverside, San Bernardino, like that area. It's hard, my man. Like it ain't easy. Maricopa is extremely saturated. It's really bad.
Mhm.
And so I think you should still do half in Maricopa, but I would choose a virtual market in a different time zone and do 50% extra, do 50% of your marketing effort into that market.
Mhm.
Call
What
it
do you
50
think? What do you
approach.
think about? What do you think about like
Hey,
Tucson? Yeah,
what did I tell you?
different time zone. Maybe do they have laws in Milwaukee?
Your best time zone is going to be like somewhere in Utah, and I don't think you should even be doing that. Milwaukee's good. I mean, there's a lot of good markets, man. I don't do your time zone. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Okay, because you be hating on Pacific time zone.
East of you.
East.
Go
Yeah,
east.
because like before I came out here, I'm from New Jersey, so there's a lot of other ones. Like if I go back, it'll be easier because of the 3 hour time difference. But I've been hesitant to go east since I came out here because it's hard to adjust with that difference.
Then do the Midwest. It's like an hour. CST is like an hour from you, right? Actually, sorry.
Right
Arizona's
us
got
too.
stupid laws. They got weird.
Yeah,
They got laws now.
they
Where
be
they
doing that
give you
whole daylight savings time
2 hours.
thing.
You're not. You'll be fine,
Mhm.
right? I mean, you're off the summer, right? You heard
Mhm.
what I had to say on the Flipbook channel today, right? About it's summer to grind, my man.
Yeah, I commented on that video too. And then I proceeded to
Summer.
get a bunch of go F yourselves on motivated sellers. But I've been doing it every day. And I just wanted to see if to going to you, seeing if I should switch.
Yes, but 50% first. Because what I want you to do is find the vast start. Let's use Milwaukee, for example. Shout out to Trevor. Trevor did a deal on 2 deals, I think, now in Milwaukee. He's at like 20, 30 grand now. He's virtually doing it in Milwaukee. That's pretty cool too to see that. But Milwaukee works, especially for virtual guys. But I think if you do half your efforts in Milwaukee, you're going to see a vast difference between the amount of
Mhm.
leads you can get in like 10 hours of work versus
Mhm.
in Maricopa County. And then you're going to start doing deals there and be like, why am I doing deals here? I'm not telling you to
Mhm.
move, but do it virtually.
Yeah, because what I started doing was, since I don't have enough money to put into it, I would use the cyber background checks and I would copy and paste the numbers from there. And I had to go to the assessor because they actually have the owner's name, and I can kind of
Yeah.
sift through the management companies. And then I put it in there and I just copy and paste it and call from the computer. But if I knew something was wrong if I made every single call and every one was then giving me an elevator pitch on why I should quit and do something else. And maybe if it's every single one, maybe I should change. So thank you for helping me out with
Like
that.
I say, it's the market, not the marketing. That's your issue.
Mhm.
And so I hate to see, and you're the rare exception where it's like, you know, everyone cries to me that the market sucks, but it does for you. And so try Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Why not? It's a good market.
All right. Hopefully I can get back to you next week on that 50-50, and I'll tell you how I'm doing.
Okay. Well, let me know.
Appreciate it.
And obviously there's plenty of ways you can get deals sold there. So Jake out the phone. He's got to work. He's got to work. Love to see that. All right. Chevelle, how are you?
Hey Zach, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
That's good. I'm doing well, thank you.
Long
I wanted
time. I haven't talked to you in a very long time.
I
I don't
know.
forget you. You forgot me.
No, no, it's just been so crazy, but I'm still out here just like going for it and everything. I actually have two properties that I'm working on getting under contract. It's a husband and wife. They have a piece of land, like a infill lot, and then they also have a house. And the house is like like it looks okay from the outside, but the inside is completely trashed by the squatters that were there. And then also they had a bad storm, so the tree fell into the roof, which ruined the ceiling. And then they also have some fire damage. And I asked her, does the house need to be condemned? And she said no. She said that the market value for the house is 46,000, but she's willing to sell it for 10,000. She said, but if you want to even go lower than that, like I'm willing to go lower than 10,000. So that's that with that property. And then with the infill lot, I don't really know like what to do because his asking price is $5,000, but the property taxes on it is 4,000 something, like close to $5,000. So may you help me with this?
Yeah. Is it just on the deal?
Yeah, I haven't gotten them under contract yet, and I don't know like if it's back taxes on the infill lot. Like, what should I do? I mean, he's asking for
Okay.
five
Let's
thousand,
let's
and
let's let's do a wide look at this deal. Okay.
okay,
Do you have an MAO?
I don't.
Okay. Why not? Is it the comps are the issue for you?
Yes, because it's just it's only like 7,000 square feet, and I really didn't even know how to really get a comp for that. I don't have any
The
like fancy
property
software.
7,000 square feet, or is it 7,000 square feet of land?
No, the land, I'm sorry, for the infill
Okay.
lot. Yeah. And I
So
don't
we
have any like software, anything like that to do the comps or anything like that.
so that's about 0.16 acres. So okay, so you got no. So how much does the seller want for it?
He wants $5,000 for it, and the property
Okay.
taxes, the back taxes are around like 4,000 something. I can't remember the exact number, but it's close to $5,000.
Okay, we don't have much wiggle room here.
I'm sorry.
You don't have much wiggle room here. You don't.
Um
They owe 4, and he wants 5. I mean, it's not like you're going to get it for 2. And so property taxes are a very rare thing where you're like going to just get out of it, and that's going to
okay.
be your issue here. So what I can tell you, Chevelle, is you probably just have to lock it for 5,000 and see what a buyer's going to buy it at.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you here, right? Taxes are
Yeah.
taxes. Like you can't get out of not paying them, especially property tax. It's pretty black and white.
Okay. So um all right. Okay.
What's the issue?
So
Lock it up.
okay. All right. I just didn't know if I should because I didn't know like about this whole thing with the property taxes, and I never was in that
So,
situation before.
so property taxes aren't going to be your issue. The title company is going to take care of it.
Okay.
So, like, you don't have to worry about it. Back
Okay.
taxes will be paid at closing. And so, what'll happen is, let's look at best case scenario. You lock
Okay.
it up. You find a buyer for an infill lot. Maybe you find a developer, someone like that, and they decide they want to buy it for 10 grand. You get your nice $5,000 assignment, right? You check for 5 grand. $5,000 goes to title company. Title company spends 4,000 of those dollars paying the back taxes, and $1,000 goes to you. Sorry, $1,000 goes to the seller. Then boom, you get your 5 grand. The seller gets their 1,000, 4,000 gets paid on the taxes, and everybody's happy.
Okay. And okay, that's really good. And now what about the situation with the house? Because what if it needs more work than um than she expected? I mean, the thing was she was working on fixing it up, but she said every time she turned around she just found something else that was wrong with it. So she pretty much just gave up on it because she inherited the house, so it's not really a big deal for her to sell it.
Okay. So let's look at those numbers. Do you have an MAO for that one?
No, I actually just spoke to her earlier today.
Okay. So
Yeah,
why
and
is
I
there?
I didn't do it yet.
Okay. How long does it take you to find MAO?
Probably like 5 minutes.
So why didn't you do it? This deal should be a priority for you. And so, what's your question on that deal specifically?
Because I don't know if the house, like, basically how much work is going to be need to be done on the house, and if it's going to be a deal.
I mean, have you seen the house yourself?
I have not.
Okay. So you're just gonna have to guess. So just do a medium repair on it. What's the square feet of the property?
Zach, you're going to kill me. I didn't get that information either, but
You have the address?
I do have the address.
Look it up on the property appraiser. It's right there. Why do it right now with me?
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can open
I'll
another.
change your name on here to I don't know in a second.
Sorry.
It's a
Okay, all
joke.
right.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm joking with you. But like, I mean, just find so the repair costs, we can debate all day if it's 30, 40 grand. I mean, I can just only roughly guess it on a square feet. But the name of the game of wholesaling is you just gotta lock it up for the lowest you can, and
Okay.
then see what a buyer can buy it for. Because you gotta remember the way that you determine repair cost is gonna be way different than what the buyer determines the repair cost to be. You're never gonna be the same with that.
Okay. I mean, so she said that she's willing to go lower than 10,000. Okay, the square feet, I have it. It's
Wait.
2,000.
So she's willing to go under 10,000 for the house?
Yeah, she's willing to go under 10,000 because she really doesn't want it. Like, she's really motivated to get rid of it because
Okay.
every time she turns around, she said that there's always something wrong with the house because of the squatters that were there.
Okay, I can only imagine how disgusting this. How many square feet?
It's 2,900, and oh
What
no, that's
city?
the size of this is in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, Chevelle, please do me a favor. I don't
Okay.
want you to lose the deal. It's Louisville. Do not say it
Okay.
wrong. You're from New York, right?
Yeah.
It's like if I call it New York. Like you'll legit not even talk to me if I say New York, right? Like how dare you disrespect New York, right? Come on,
Yeah.
you know. If I call them the New York Yankees, like you're going to be like, oh, that's disrespectful. Louisville,
Louisville.
no, Louisville,
Louisville.
Louisville,
Louisville.
Louisville. It's quite a slang. Okay,
Okay.
it's quite a
Hmm.
slang, but it's Louisville, not Louisville, Louisville. That's how they say it
Louisville.
there. I've never been there in my life. Okay, but I do it because I get deals. All right, I get it
Yeah.
because I get deals. Jack Harlow helped me a lot with that, starting out in 2019 when I was doing a lot of it. But basically, what I could tell you is 10,000, 2,000 square feet in Louisville. I think you're going to do good.
Okay.
I mean, so she already put out 10 grand.
She I didn't ask her how much she spent on trying to fix up this house, but she said that the house originally had a $3,000 lien on it. She paid that off. She was trying to just get this house fixed up, but um the fireplace was on fire. You know, it was fire damage because of that. Then the storm with the tree falling through the roof. So it was just a lot of things that wrong with the house, and she just gave up, and that's why she just wants to get rid of it. And she said that it's valued at 46,000, but she's willing to take 10. She said, but I'm not stuck there. I'll go even lower than that if you can talk. I told her I would talk with my partner, aka you, and
Lock
then
it up for
get
5.
back to.
5,000. Lock it for 5. Get it sold.
Okay.
Let's get it done. If you need help, I got a couple guys in Louisville that'll get that thing sold in 5 seconds. So you got
Okay.
no excuses.
Okay. Okay.
5
I'm
grand,
I'm
lock it up, and I can always help you out with it.
okay. All right,
Simple.
perfect. I'll do the work. I'll go ahead and get it locked up. Both of the properties.
Property though, okay?
Say that again.
Make sure you comp the property though.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll do.
All right. Well, you got a good deal. Congratulations. At least you came here without talking to me for a while, and you had something. You had 2. So shout out to you. Yeah, at least you're working. I know you're working. I know you're not out here slacking. So I appreciate you there.
Thank you, Zach. I
All right.
appreciate your help.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All righty. Good night.
Have a good night. Good. Have a good night. All right. Tori, what is up? He looks like he's in a bubble.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. You break your camera?
I don't know what's wrong with my
Oh,
camera.
no, it's
Like,
just reflection.
yeah,
You're
I'm
good.
at the hospital. I just had my son, so yeah.
Oh,
I got
congrats,
like,
man.
Thank you.
What a Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. But I wanted to talk to you because I'm going to pull the probates tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh, you're not slacking at all.
nope. And I was calling the tire landlords, and I got a cash buyer from that, by the way. So I'm going to pull the probates tomorrow, and then
There you go.
do it matter what time I go? Like, can I go there? I don't want to go there late, but I want to go there at 8 o'clock. But what I got going on, I might have to make it there like around 10 o'clock. Is that good? Like, do it matter?
10 o'clock for pulling
Like,
lists.
yeah, at 10 o'clock. Like, do it matter? Like, what time I go there?
At night?
No, not at night, in the AM.
Oh, yeah, you'll be fine. 10 o'clock a.m. is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
But,
open.
okay. Do you got any advice on before I go there? Because this is my first time.
Yeah, which list? Oh, popped in and out.
Hello.
There we go.
Uh,
It's a little off, but I can still hear you.
Okay,
What
yeah.
type of list specifically?
The probates.
So, which county?
I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Okay, so you can't find it online?
I can't find it. Yep, I can't find it.
Let's see here. Let me look it up for you.
Okay.
So, so you're just going to go to the. Okay. Hold on. Let me pop it up here.
Okay.
So you're gonna have Allen County, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is Allen County, Indiana, and this is Ohio. My bad.
That's Ohio.
That's Ohio. Sorry about that.
No, that sounds familiar though. Allen County. That sounds familiar.
No, that's the county in Indiana.
Yeah.
So they have, oh Lord, they have 5,000. So the Allen County Probate Commissioner is going to be in the Allen County Juror Administration. Oh, tongue twister. Let's look at all the things we got here. We have search court cases. So I think my case works there.
My case.
I don't want to get this video pulled. I usually get this video pulled every time I do this, But because you're risking it in the high, I'll help you out a little. Okay.
I love
So they
you.
all use the same Odyssey portal,
Mhm.
and this kind of sucks. I'm just going to be honest with you. The Odyssey sucks. You can replay this video, but basically, what it wants here for Indiana is it wants name, attorney, wants all this stupid stuff. Hate it. But basically, you're going to try to go through where's Allen County. You want to click probate, and let's see if it searches. It's probably going to want it wants case citation. See, it's the Holy
Yeah.
Grail is right here, but it's behind the stupid wall.
Mhm.
And so, what you can do is get case numbers. That's what I like.
Mhm.
My name. You're not going to get any name here. This won't work, right? Even if I try this. Let's try. I doubt this will work, but it's always worth a shot because I've been proven wrong before.
Yeah.
Yeah, lordy. And then attorney. Good stuff right here. So we have it here, but it needs to give us the information. So this is not fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to civil division here. Let's go to the probate division. So they got the court system. Yeah. So I see the issue. I see the issue here.
Mhm.
So what you're going to have to specifically do, and this isn't fun. Oh, where are we? There we go. You're going to have to specifically request for the court dockets of probate cases. That's what you're going to have to look at. And what should happen when you get the court dockets is they'll have all the probates and the case numbers, and then you can individually search from there. Simple as that. Or get the court dockets for all the cases for the next week or something. Okay. On top of that, too, if you want to get greedy, if they give you that, try to get that first. Try to get all the probate court cases.
Okay.
But try to get the court dockets first, just a schedule of all the court cases for Allen County. And then it should have a court type or a case type. As you see on that case information, it goes by criminal, civil, family, and then probate.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go after. It should give you all the case type and then show the case numbers associated with them. Let me help you out. Let me see if I can find this. Allen County court dockets. Indiana. So, yeah, you're gonna have to ask them in person for the court dockets.
Yeah, in person.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if sometimes they publicly post it. Here's the calendar. I doubt it's gonna be in here, but let's see here. This is for the Supreme Court. Hold on. After hours, yeah. No, they're not going to have the court. Yeah, you kind of want a court calendar, but that's for the entire one. Let me go to search here. Events, departments. Yeah, no, I ain't going to work here. So, yeah, you're going to just ask for this is all appeal stuff, yeah. Ask for the court dockets, and specifically, if you can't, for the probates.
Okay.
And then maybe for the court records, too.
Okay. Thank you for the knowledge and thank you for the time. And I was gonna say, if they say no, just ask for a manager or something.
Can I speak to a manager about this? Because I do believe that the court dockets are public, and I should be able to have this information.
And then
you're asking for court dockets. Court dockets.
Yep. Court dockets. And then I'm a student doing it for a project.
Do you have like a?
I'm in barber school, but I don't know if they add up. So,
do you have like a IU or like a Indiana State or like a Purdue hat? None of
that. No.
Like any college hat. Your girl don't have anything like that.
I could find one. I'm pretty sure I could find one.
I will tell you don't have to. I don't think you need to buy one just for that, but just something to try out. I mean, my best tip for you. And I know this sounds crazy to say. Now, this can't happen, but this is for anyone watching this, is if you have like your girl or something, have her actually do it instead. Because I don't know what to tell you, but when it's just a female that walks in with a nice smile, they have about an 80% better chance of getting the data, especially if it's a dude that's younger. I will say, because they can give anyone the information. Are we going to give it to Torian, or are we going to give it to Emily? Right? They're going to give it to Emily all day.
Yeah.
It's just hey, that's how the game works. Now she just
It
gave birth.
be like that because I said the same.
But what do you say?
I said the same thing, so I'm like, it's
I've had
true.
my sister, mom. I've had any female in my life. I'll have them pull the government information for me, and it's kind of weird. And obviously, you can go with them, but like don't be with them, but like be in the other room. I don't know, make them feel safe. But like it just works. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah,
So it is a little hack. I will tell you.
it makes sense.
It makes sense, man. And so, but overall, man, you go and try it. And try to get the information and just let me know what they say. Okay. But ask for a manager and just say, like, hey, I'm trying to understand, why can't I get the court dockets? Is there a law about me not being able to get the court dockets? Because it should be public, right? Like, if I have, for example, if like I don't have a brother, but like if my brother has a court case, I want to know what courtroom to go support him at. Like, it should be on there, right? It should, like, state of Indiana versus John Ginn. Like I should have the what? It actually does make sense.
Yeah.
Right. And so you just talk it like that. And so from there, they can give the information. So, all right.
So just go. If I gotta take it to the manager, take it to the manager, and then see how that works. But I'm gonna try my girl too. I'm gonna see if she down for it.
She just gave birth, man. Give her a break.
Yeah.
Give her a break, man. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate it, man.
Yep. Have a blessed one.
You too. Love it. New dad. Like to see it. Mike, how are you today, man?
Doing good, Zach. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. What's going on?
Yeah, so I know I've been communicating to you about like 2 properties that I've been going back and forth with, and I finally got one to get back to me with a mortgage and everything. And I was hoping that maybe this is something that you can work with me on and everything, because the father, it's a probate and there was no will, but they're the only child, so they're like the heir to it. And I didn't know if it was like something like once, just to get it locked down, because the appointment's on Tuesday. And I don't know if I should get locked up and then do the whole talk to you about it, or your dad, like filing a petition of heirship, because she said when she got the information for the loan for the rest of the mortgage, which is like 27,000, that had something to be all paid up by July 5th. So I guess I put a little sense of urgency in her. And also, too, I do have my numbers and I'm not competing with anybody else. But she did mention when I first talked to her that somebody gave her a quote for 60, and she brought it up the last conversation when we were setting an appointment. I did give her this speech of like, why didn't you, just sign with them? And she's like, I just want to see what other offers. So my lowest lowest allowable would be like 53, and the highest would be like 76. And if she said 60, I'm gonna try to hit her with the 53 and then come back with, all right, how about this? We close it all up for 65, but I want to get your perspective and the whole process.
I like it. You just say your partner, Zach, said 50. He's crazy. And then you can go back on it, right? If your MAO is that, at 60, that seems like it's even a deal for you there, right?
Right. Well, like I said, I just want to get that outside perspective because it is my first deal and want to clear mind.
Send me the address and we can look at it.
Yeah, I already sent it to the Rick Bus chat, just the address.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll look at it tomorrow morning and I'll let you know what my numbers say on it. But
all right.
If that's what your MAO is, lock it up.
Sounds good, my man. And then once I get locked up, I'll put the urgent in the chat and send it straight to you, my man.
Good, because Mike, you're in a market where I'm not going to tell everyone about it because I don't know thousands of people seeing it, but you could sell a deal easy there, right? The hardest part is locking it up, So I don't reveal your market. I'd say it if I said it, but I'd say go for it. You're at a market where it's kind of easy to sell a deal if it's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say go for it, man.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to get that other appointment for the other one. Try to tell her because I read the addresses are only like 12 minutes apart. So I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be in that area looking at another house. I'd like to see your house before, see if I can get two in one day.
There we go.
Alrighty. I'll get
Awesome.
back to you. I already sent the address. Just let me know your numbers and stuff. I appreciate everything, man.
All right, I'll check it out, man. Appreciate it.
All right, have a good night.
Good talk, Mike. Perfect. Wow, Jay's back to back, week to week now. Shocker.
Yeah, man.
What's up? How's it going?
Almost
I'm
didn't
just
make
messing with you, but he's hopping on. I appreciate it.
No, not much, man. I did what you told me. I did a little bit of driving for dollars, and I put out some tags out there in some vacant properties. But my thing is that but this was by accident. I got in touch with a guy that is thinking about selling his trailer park. Do you have any experience? I know you dip in everything, but do you have anything on that you can? And I actually yesterday,
In Florida?
you ever managed a trailer park before? And I was like, no, I have a partner that you know has a experience with that, but he was a little short. He's like very old, very sick guy. So
Okay. What state? Florida?
yeah, it's in Florida.
Land owned?
Yeah.
If I look at the numbers, I'll just buy it myself. I don't care. Right. And so I just we just got done looking at a trailer park in Louisiana. I was going to buy, but that we're all still in the follow up with it. I think that was 20 trailers. I'm just going to buy. Me and Rick are just going to buy it, and then whoever gave us the deal, like we just give a percentage of it. If it's in where you locally live or near it seems like a good deal. Obviously, I have to look at the numbers on it, but trailer parks are great, man. I love trailers right now, especially in Florida. They're amazing.
So what do you?
What are the rents on them?
I don't know. I've talked to him a couple times, like just saying, how you doing? I'm just here, I'm trying to build some rapport with him, but I don't know. It seemed like that the trailers are not his. He just owns the land.
And the people there own the trailers.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I just got to look at the data on it, but did he give you a price?
No, not yet. Because
okay, I mean, all you have to do is like, hey, just talk to him like, hey, my partner's interested. He just wants to buy it cash. Basically, what he has to know is he's a numbers guy. So he wants to know, what are you at on this and how much are you getting? And you got to remember this. He buys rental properties all over Florida. And so like if the numbers don't work, he's not going to buy it. So just spit me out a number like what works. Like I'm not here to negotiate with you. I'm not here to play games. Like you give me a number, we both come out, we look at it, and we decide yes or no. What number works?
Like that's like brand new to me. I actually thought it was like one spot, and he's like, yeah, I'm selling the whole thing. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying?
Done zeros to things. And so like, let's say for example, I buy the trailer park for I don't know, 900 grand. Mm-hmm. Like I want to make, if I'm getting, let's say there's a lot of trailers on there, I probably want to roughly get like $7,500 in lot rents for the month, right? Roughly. So there's like numbers I got to look at, but like how much are you producing every month? Can I add trailers on here? Can I not add trailers? Like what can I do to increase the revenue? What's the difference? Create my own low pro for. I'm not trying to like talk too crazy. And then do the numbers for me. And heck, if I don't want to buy it, I got a million other people who want to buy that thing. And then boom, you wholesale it, right? And so
I drove by it before without knowing that I was gonna call that place because I didn't even realize that was that was like a whole trailer park. I thought it was like one trailer that I was calling for, and it ended up being that he's the owner. But It's probably got like, I would say like 15, 14 trailers.
So do me a favor. If you have the address, send it to support@flipbook.com and just put J Trailer Park Florida deal. Trust me, Rick will look at it and be like, oh, a trailer. He loves trailers. And then he'll look at it. But just get back to him and just say, hey, what number works? Because he wants to know how much you're getting in month in rent and how much is he going to have to buy it for. And then he just make a decision right there. If it works, we'll go see it. We see it, we'll sign the contract and buy it. I don't think it's that complicated, right? I think you can understand that, right? It's simple.
Yeah. I've never even looked at a trailer park before, so
it's all like a rental, man. Like if I have to drop $100,000 buying it and I'm only going to make $1,000 a year, like this makes no sense. Like it's just numbers at the end of the day, and they're not that expensive, especially in Florida. If he's at 15, he might be getting 400 a month out of those 400. I would say out of 15, he's getting $6,000 a month, and so we got to see what he wants to sell it for. And so $72,000, like, I mean,
from what I saw,
my guess would be $400,000. I don't know.
Yeah, from what I saw, it was about like 463 on the ARV.
Yeah, I just gotta look what the management is, and is there septic, and how old's the septic, and all that stupid stuff. But you don't worry about that. But overall, man, it's just numbers, and I can just sell the deal to someone else. We can JV, or you can just sell it. I think like it doesn't matter. But like those are easy deals, man. I love trailer parks.
Okay.
That's a good deal. And so what you need to do is you got to be very protective of it.
Yeah.
If you don't even send me the address, just talk to the guy and let me know what the price is, how much is he getting, and maybe even the city. But don't be sending that to anyone else because you won't get that deal stolen. I promise you. Okay? You won't get the deal stolen. I promise you.
Yeah.
You will.
I know.
All right. Everyone's going to ask, where does Jay live? And they're going to try to steal your deal. But trailer parks are really easy to sell, especially in Florida.
Okay.
But just figure out what he wants to sell it for. What is it getting currently right now? And you can send us to look at. I would not sell it through sellmypaper.com or anything like that. Just send it to us and we'll look at it because we're going to just probably maybe buy it. But talk to the seller first. All right?
What was it support at
flipwithrick.com.
And another thing, like I told you last week, I've been getting, so I have the code enforcement for the county next to me. So I'm getting like 1,000 leads, but a lot of it is like every code enforcement. So it's not, they don't send like homes, they sell everything. So yeah.
Is that at least active violations?
Yeah, it has everything. It has like, I think it's like pending and active and something else, but it's not homes, it's everything. I got the fire damage properties.
There we go.
I have the probates. So like now I don't even know where to start because I get those, like there's so many. So I don't, like, do you have a way to go about that to like?
Yeah. Do you have Deal Machine?
Yeah, I have Deal Machine.
So just import those leads into there, and it should, if you can import the address, it should autofill the information for you and at least organize it somewhat. Yeah. And it should tell you if something's commercial or non-commercial. You can do some prop stream, by the way, too. And it should filter out the information. And so just look at your data set and basically filter out by property address, property city, state, zip, and then import it into those softwares. And it should tell you what's commercial, what's single family, and then just organize it with that.
All right. Cool.
Stuff, man. You're getting the lists. You're getting some deals. So getting some good momentum. I guess what happens when you hop on every week and talk to me. I like it. You're working hard, man. Appreciate it.
For sure. Thank you, man.
All right. Talk to you soon. There we go. All righty. Robert.
Hey, how's it going, Zach?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's my first live that I'm on that I'm talking to you anyway.
Awesome, man. Well, nice to meet you. I hopefully can let everyone know if you have a streamer link, anyone can talk to me. You didn't pay me any money. I just wanted to talk to you guys. And I definitely would remember you because you have the Chiefs behind you. And I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to. So They're just too good. I can't say anything. But what's up, man? Nice to meet you. So tell me, what's going on? What market are you in? How can I help you out?
Well, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. If that,
Shocker.
if that wasn't coming through, I'm just getting started. This past week, I sent out emails for code violation lists, and I think 14 cities around me. I'm doing the county that I live in and the one adjacent. And that last guy kind of answered kind of what I was thinking as far as with the code violation list. I'm noticing they send you kind of a bulk list that has residential and commercial. Another thing is kind of when I was going through, I was noticing that most of them have already been resolved, or they have a note that they're closed. I asked for specifically the month of May, and I'm going through. I'm like, man, I'm getting 100 people, and I'm going through, and only 6 of them are open or something. And it's like, is the object to call anybody who had that code violation already? Is it still viable in your experience if the violation's already closed, or is it just the open ones you're looking for? Or...
So are you living in a rental now, or do you own the house you're in?
I'm in a rental.
Okay, if you're in a rental. So I just was wondering. So like if you owned a house, like for example, if it was because your door didn't look nice and you had to paint it another color and it was going to charge you $50 a day, you would instantly change the color and clean the fine, right? You're not in some crazy financial distress or something stupid right now, right? Like, no. And so you'd fix it, but you'd still have that code violation case. And so for the majority of code violations, these are people who are not desperate. They're not struggling right now, right? Like they're not any of those things, but they're on the code violation list. It's the ones that have the violations that can't afford to fix it that are having some situations with the property. So you don't want to be going after any closed case. It's only open cases.
Okay. And I thought that might be the answer, but I didn't know if it was indicative of.
I've had a lot of struggles doing closed ones. I've never found good success with it. So.
Okay. So that's good to know. All right. And then, so I've got these code violation lists now, and I'm honestly, I'm kind of excited to get on the phone. I got one right back. I started emailing people on Tuesday, I think. I got one right back, got some leads out of that. So I've at least finally, I'm over the hump of making my first cold call. Only one guy answered and took down my info, said he might be ready to sell in a couple months. But I was like, hey, for day one, I'll take that, keep it going. And the ride's just beginning, I guess.
Kansas City, you're in a great market, man. You're in a good market.
Well, then I've heard that there's a lot of saturation in Kansas City, and that it's kind of tough, and that it's kind of overdone. But
there's a decent amount of wholesalers, and I am kind of a problem there. Not gonna lie, I kind of made it too easy for a lot of people, and so like roughly, like let me just give you some like rough advice. And so I've helped a lot of the top wholesalers in Kansas City. I'm not gonna lie. And so one guy's Daniel. He's younger than me. He runs a pretty big RIA over there, and he went to freewholesaling.com. He makes a lot of money there. So he's a decent person. He's not a guy I'm going to be like looking at everything he does, but all right. So like he does checks, obviously. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to buy. I don't know if he has a course name. He makes a ton of money. He might be going the guru route. Who knows? But as I know, Daniel's a legit guy. Let's go here. Like look at his post and just see like, hey, what does he do to get deals? And this is how I look at things simple. You know, he got a foreclosure, so pre-foreclosures. That's how he got that. Good. Okay. This person, Sebastian, he does good too. He does deals doing a lot of different strategies. But like, you just go down here and look like, hey, where are some good title companies? They talk about good title companies there. And I would just go around and look at every wholesaling group and just talk to like see these posts. This person, Kansas City, $7,500. And then just look at the comment, like, look at this guy. Who's Zach and Rick? Lord. Okay. In my own group and just see like, hey, where do you get the deal? You kind of saw where I was doing that today, and just like do a little bit of research. You know, like how I did research and I showed you today. This person, Kansas City, 13 grand, just see where they got deals, and just roughly look what's working, what's not. But the same stuff works.
Okay.
And so you're driving for dollars going to work everything. Like, so do you work just a regular job?
Yes.
Okay. So did you kind of have a plan? You're working a good job. I'm not telling you to go quit your job and get into wholesaling. A lot of people know me and Rick had jobs and we wholesale on the side. Then we started, right? And so do you have a plan for what you're going to do here?
Okay. So I spent a lot of today kind of going through those lists on a spreadsheet, and off to the side, I would note, or put an X in the cell, for call this, call. So now I've got a list for, Monday I can call, and I've been through, I still got a couple more lists I need to screen, but that was my plan. And then when I'm not cold calling, because it works out perfectly because I'm off work at 1:30 in the afternoon. So I have plenty of viable time to go 3 a.m.
You need to go to bed, man.
It's the early day. Well, I'm Tuesday through Saturday. I got one more day on the weekend here. So tomorrow, yeah. So that's kind of how I was like, well, this is going to be your life now. If this is what you're going to do, you're going to be looking at the list, making the calls, driving for dollars. I figured so. That way, I have plenty of daytime for phone calls. It's a good time of day to go for drives, and it's just the beginning. So
that's it. And
I was
so
like, as long as I get 2 hours a day cold calling, as long as I've got the leads,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to start sending out emails for. I was looking at water shutoffs next. I was like, that's my next list, and just that was going to be my side. I didn't want to overwhelm myself pulling too many lists at one time. I wanted to get this going and see what kind of results I got and go from there. Just month by month, week by week.
I like it, Robert. I mean, I'll tell you, there's 500,000. Look at their surrounding area. There's a lot of homes, man. There's a lot of wholesalers, but there's a lot of homes. I'll tell you this. All those big checks you see in Kansas City, like that, they all learned from me. And so if they can do it, you can obviously do it, right? And so I think if you just kind of listen to strategies we say, you just test a lot out. Cold calling you might hate it. You might love reverse trading for dollars and figure out what you want to do. But I think you should test a bunch of things, fail at a lot of stuff. But you're going to find if you fail at 10 things, you're going to 2 things that absolutely work. And so I think you got this, man. And so, I mean, you got no NFL for a while. You got 3 or 4 months. And so you got no excuse, you got no distractions.
Yep. And I thought, I don't know. I also, sorry, this is all coming out in a random, incoherent order, but so I've already got 2. I went through your all's title company vetting. Mm-hmm. I've also got that lined up. I've found a couple that I can use around here. And so I'm thinking, I was trying to get all the back end stuff. I wanted to be sure that I was ready to answer all the questions if, when I do get that yes, because that's kind of something that's held me back for a while now. It's like, I want to make sure I've got every stone turned. I know exactly, because I want to be able to answer questions. People are going to want to know what's going on in this stuff. And, when I'm talking to them, I want to make sure they're confident in me and that I'm comfortable letting them know how to, kind of work them through the process. And I'm finally just now getting that started, taking the action. So,
Robert, do you know if you have a deal, worst case scenario, you can just come to me on any Sunday and just say, hey, Zach, I have a question, and I'll help you out. I'm right here. I ain't going anywhere. Have you seen how many videos I have? I don't not do this. And so I'm here to help you out. And I know like 15 guys I've helped made like at least 100 grand in Kansas City that will help you out, that won't screw you either. So like I got you. Okay. You have all this backing behind you. You just got to do it.
All right. And I know you have a master cash buyer list in the Wholesaling for Real group too. It's posted.
Yes, we have that. It's I'm not gonna. I'll get your own list.
Well, and I bring that up because that's kind of the part that I haven't. Because I see people say, well, you you can call a bunch of cash buyers, but a lot of them won't be interested if you don't have a contract ready. They'll say like, okay, what do you got? Well, no, I just wanted to add you to a list. And I got the impression that cash buyers don't appreciate that if you don't have something to market them when you get in touch with them. Is that necessarily true? I couldn't decide whether to go get that first or try and get a contract and then start looking.
So watch the beginning of this video. Do a 3-1-1 approach. You're probably gonna be closer to a 4-1 approach because you probably won't have much acquisitions to do starting out, which is completely fine. And just do 4 hours of marketing, 1 hour of cash buyers.
Okay.
And honestly, man, like
emailing and calling them,
just calling,
just getting a list. Okay.
I'll tell you this: Kansas City, not an issue getting a deal sold. Not an issue.
Okay.
Easy. Or you just JV with me, we'll do it for you. But like, I think you can do it all yourself. I think that's a crutch. I think you got this.
Okay. Well, sounds good. I got to thank you and Rick for everything that you guys do. I'm just excited to jump on in.
I'm telling you, once you get into it and start doing it, it's going to be a lot. I think when you talk to me next week, after you do a full week of this, you're going to be like, what was I worried about?
I hope so.
And if somebody says something, if a seller says something mean to you, you let me know. We'll do a 3-way call, and I won't be mean to them too. Okay, you got this. All right.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that one. Yep.
Like seriously, like I come on. Like any issue, you can come back to me. We're here to help. All right.
All right. Sounds great. I thank you.
Got it, Robert. Keep it up. Perfect. Love to see it. Love the good attitude. Love to see him work hard, and he's going to good market. He's good to go. So let's keep talking. Zach with a K.
What's up, man?
Are you the reason why everyone spells my name with a K?
Nah, my full name is actually Zachariah.
Zachariah. I like it.
Yeah,
The
how you
Hebrew
doing?
version.
Yeah, I'm Muslim, you know. Well, how you doing, Zach?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for asking. I just really started wholesaling 4 days ago. I'd say 4 days ago. I think Wednesday I went through your whole like free wholesaling course. Like I wrote down notes and everything. And one thing I've really had a trouble with is like kind of pulling the probate list and stuff from like my county.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in Columbus, Ohio market. And right now I'm kind of like I just had surgery, so I'm like kind of just stuck home, just like focused on healing. So I was just seeing if you could like help me pull that list.
Okay. So, I mean, I can't go to the – what kind of list are you trying to get specifically?
I was looking for probates. And
Okay.
it's the Franklin County, Ohio.
All right. So what do you any word, exact phrase, department, record search, general case, case name, case open date. So let me show you really quick. Have you gone by the website?
The clerk of court.
And so, I mean, this is Franklin County, Ohio right here, right? It's pretty easy. You go to the general case search, go by case type. Estate's probably where you want to be at. And then it should, let's see if it pops up. Can't show that. Can't show that. Gonna get this video taken down. Can't do that.
Sorry about that.
I mean, come on, man. It's all in here. Right here. Right there. Let me give you the link.
Okay.
I just put in the comments for you. Boom, it's right in there.
Let me pull it up on. Yeah, because I was just like kind of just binge
Lordy, you're
watching.
gonna get this video taken down. My lordy, man. I'm just messing with you. But no, literally all the probates just popped up right there. And then I would just copy it into like AI, like ChatGPT, and just have it organize the whole thing for me.
Okay.
But
yeah, because I was thinking about how I was gonna do this. I was really just gonna pull up like as much government lists as I could and just kind of just reverse drive for dollars those. That was just like my main like line of thinking right now. So
that's a good idea.
I was really just stuck up on that.
Well, it's right there. You got it.
All right, let me see.
It's
Okay.
there. You got it.
Okay. Thank you, man.
All right. Get it going.
All right, man. See you next week.
All right. See ya. All right. Make sure I get to everyone today. Manuel, what's up, man?
Yo, what's poppin', Zach?
I'm good. How can I help you out?
I don't really got a question. I just want to update you on what's going on with.
Here we go.
Can you hear
What's
me?
going on? Tell me.
So yeah, so last time we talked, I told you I was gonna go for a price reduction. So they haven't signed the new amendment yet, but I think they are going to go for it. Now it's just about closing on it. I sent it to the support at the thing to you. So if you want to take a look and see if this is something you might be interested in also.
Sell my paper or on email?
On email.
Okay. You're gonna have to send it some of my paper for the underwriting. Because I don't look at every single property. There's specific ones. Let me pop it up here. What email is it from?
From Sonye Solutions. So SONEYE solutions@gmail.com.
Can you put it in the chat? Do you see the private chat? Can you send me the email so I can look it up from there?
Private chat. Okay, I'll do it right now.
Okay. Make sure you get the reduction signed before I look at it. But let me look here. Put in the private chat. Let me see. Hello. Let me answer some questions while you're doing this. I got a lot of people out here networking. I like to see that. All right, let's see. Trying to eliminate analysis paralysis. Love to see that. Let's see. Okay, CEO out here. The CEO, he's networking. Love to see that. Awesome. CEO says, Zach, the gurus were talking smack about you last week. I forgot the video, but you are in their heads rent free. Oh man, if anyone has the video, I'd love to see it. But honestly, who cares? I mean, where's your free course? That's all I have to ask anybody who wants to say anything bad about me. But I mean, what are they going to say? If somebody has anything bad to say about me, it's because number one, they say he's wrong about something or he has an affiliate link. That's usually the only two problems anyone ever has about me. And the only people that complain about affiliate links are people that own their own softwares, and they're upset that I won't do their affiliates. That's pretty much it. So did someone say something about affiliate link, or did someone say something bad about me being wrong about something? Because usually you really can't, like, the only hate I ever get is, it's always weird. It's like, he has an affiliate link. Like, that's your problem? Like, that's your issue with me. Because you have to go after every other guy that has affiliate link. Like, if that's the real issue. Oh, Lordy. But no, there's just really no one worth mentioning. But someone else said something. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, Lord. All right. So, Ian, what is up, man?
Hey, what's up, Zach? Good night.
How's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm blessed, man. How can I help you out?
I was wondering, I got a weird deal. But
Okay.
I went there today and there's squatters there. What should I do about squatters?
So, what's the situation with them? Do they live it? Like, are they family members of the seller? Do they just randomly walk in there? Like,
Nah, I
what's
don't
going on?
think it was his family member. He was sleeping on the side of the house. And it looked like they might even like pull the back of a board window. It's like in the ghetto.
Okay, what city?
Jacksonville.
Florida?
Yeah.
Easy. If cops can them out pretty easy.
Mm.
I wouldn't worry too much about that. So you can still lock the contract up, and usually you can work with the police department with the seller to get the person out. State of Florida, they make it really easy to get squatters out of there.
Okay, and then the other thing is, could I be like liable for anything if she gave me her key, but she never signed the contract? Because I was like overseas for like a month and I wasn't able to do everything I needed to do.
I wouldn't say liable unless you gave the key to like a homeless guy and he destroyed the house.
Nah,
But
the key has been
I,
safe.
I would
What's up?
communicate with the seller and just say, hey,
Mm-hmm.
is it okay if I come by, try to deal with the squatter? Now I will tell you, if you open the key and the squatter's in there, and like that could be a situation, I would not do that. It's just not a good idea. If you knock on the door, there's a squatter. Do you know for a fact there's a squatter in the house?
No, I didn't actually get out and look.
Okay. Well, then if you don't know the squatter's in the house, then yeah, you can open the key and just see if anyone's in there. And if there's someone in there, just leave. Keep the door
Okay.
open. And then you have the police work with the seller to get the squatter out, and then boom, you're good to go. Do you live in Jacksonville?
No, but I'm gonna be here for a little time, like a couple weeks.
Okay. Are you from where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Jamaica. Okay. So like we're in Jamaica, like Kingston?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I've been to Kingston a couple times.
Oh, really?
I've seen ghetto in Kingston. Okay.
Yeah.
And so like it's pretty much the same in Jacksonville, right? Like, I mean, you're smart, you know, not to be in bad situations or with a bad crowd.
Yeah, that's why I
And
didn't really
so,
help out.
okay. So I mean, you get it, right?
Yeah.
I never grew up in it, but like I've spent a lot of time wholesaling houses there. I decided, hey, I'm gonna hang out in Kingston. I've traveled a lot. What I'll tell you is I would be careful. But all you have to do is make sure no one lives in the house. Walk
Okay.
through there, take your pictures, lock up the deal,
I
get the
mean, I
contract.
already took pictures like a month ago, but I was in Jamaica for like a month and there was a lot going on. I had to handle some issues and I wasn't able to, like, I had Google Voice and everything, but it wasn't the
It
same.
ain't easy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
even
bet.
locked up a contract and I had to cancel it because I just wasn't able. But
Okay.
yeah, now I'm back and I'm trying to get everything back going. So I'm scheduled to talk to that seller, but I also need to get a price reduction because the property is worth
You
about
have that
110.
Jacksonville. Wait. You have the Jacksonville property under contract right now?
No, it's not under contract. But
So what?
I,
Reduction from what they want.
yeah, so we agreed to like 45, but
Okay.
that
You think it needs to be
was,
lower?
yeah, because it's worth about 110 on repairs. I even got inspection, like a free inspection. They haven't gotten back to me with the actual price, but it says it's going to be more than 60,000.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be closer to like 30, 31 maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
and so
So
if you're like in the ghetto, like I'll be honest with you, you just got to find a guy that's willing to buy the deal for 35,
okay.
40.
I
Yeah,
mean,
at most you're gonna sell that thing for 40 probably.
okay. Yeah, 'cause I was thinking 55, but then 55 was crazy because I met somebody and he was like, he offered me 10. I was like, okay.
10.
But he wasn't interested in it, but he was like, he was a Jamaican too. So he was like, if you can't find any buyers, then I'd buy it from you for 10. So it wasn't like he was really interested in it. Anyway, he said he didn't like Jacksonville.
Oh
But
Lord.
yeah, so I
Y-
I don't even know if she wants to do business with me still because, as I told you, I was away and I sort of messed up. But that's yeah, that's my deal, I guess.
Okay. I would get a reduction, try to find there's plenty of the buyers. They don't have to be Jamaican. Sell them to
I know
anyone.
that.
You're
I
good to
just
go.
wasn't trying. I'm sort of. I don't want to mess up my reputation because I feel like people know people, and you know.
I mean, if you have a good deal, I don't think your reputation can be ruined at all, man.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to
And
get it
so
locked up for 30.
I think if you log it for 30, I think it's a good deal at 40 for anyone, really.
Okay, sounds great.
All right.
All right.
Keep it
Thank
up,
you,
man.
man.
You got this, Ian. You got this.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, man.
So make sure there's no squatter. Obviously, be safe. Very
So I
important.
should try to get that done because she says she's out the country too, and
Oh,
I'm here in
she's out of the
Jacksonville
country?
now.
The
Yeah, she
seller?
says she's gonna talk back to me about it, about everything because we haven't spoken in a while. But she's out
What
of the
country is she
country.
in?
She says she's in Europe.
Oh, Lord. That's far.
Yeah.
You still call and get it signed, though.
I mean, she said she'll talk to me this week, and I went there yesterday and saw the squatter. So should I try to get that dealt with this week or wait until I talk to her?
I would just talk to her, man. I'll be honest with you. Remember the
Okay.
squatters, like it's not like I know your first feeling would be like going like get out of the house, right? But you can't do that. You have to have a cop do it. I would talk to the seller first. There's no point of you going by the house unless the seller agrees to your price.
Got you.
You got the key too, so you got a lot of leverage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, I just don't want her to be able to use that against me.
I mean, you can
But
always give the key
at
back if she wants it, right?
yeah, at the end of the day, everything is good faith. Like I've been like really upfront with her. I'm upfront with everybody I speak to.
All right. Good job, man.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right. Keep it up, man. Keep me updated next week about this, all right?
Yes, sir. I will. All right. Have a blessed night.
All right, no worries. Boom. All righty. And then let's see here. All right. Emmanuel, how are you?
I'm good. All right. I don't know what happened. It just kicked me out, but I sent it to
All right.
the chat.
The email doesn't pop up on support@flipthework.com at all.
It doesn't? Oh wow.
No.
Okay.
So I don't think I got it from you.
Okay, let me send it again then so you can look at it maybe tomorrow or something. But it goes to support@flipwithrick.com, right?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like me to subject it as so you can remember it's from me?
Just deal with Zach. I look at the email, so don't worry about it.
All right, I got you.
All right. Perfect. Appreciate it, man. Oh, he's out. All right. So let's keep talking. Let's answer some questions. I want to make sure I got to everyone today. It's hard for me to do that, but usually want to get to everyone that has a question. So shout out to everyone networking here. Let's see here. Awesome. All right. Got another person in Milwaukee. Love to see it. Happy Father's Day to everyone who reproduced. All right. Let's see here. What's the capacity for the live event in Orlando? I'm not too sure yet. Should be in the hundreds. We'll figure it out. I don't think we're gonna hit that. If we hit 1,000, I'll figure it out. Let's see here. If the phone's not ringing, you are not winning. Love to see that. That's good. But yeah, I think a lot of people out here, they're struggling, right? They are in Phoenix and they're like, what's going on? Why am I not doing well? What can I do? I truly believe that if you are in a market right now and you feel like you've done everything, that 50-50 approach does work really well. Just being like, if you try that approach, I think you'll find a lot of good success. So Emmanuel City sent his deal. So I'll go check it out really quick. I'll answer this too from Kalani. So what process should I follow up to get buyers for vacant land? So if I'm in a market and I'm going to try to find vacant land, the first thing I want to focus on is I want to focus on what type of land I have, but really just work on developers or builders. And if I'm in Kansas City, Missouri, I'm going to look at Kansas City home builders in Kansas City, and start calling these people up. Then I'll go to a software, listaria.com, dmzac.com, go to cash sales on vacant land, people that own at least 2 of those, and then just call these people up and see if they're looking to buy any more pieces of vacant land. And you'll be very surprised. It's a simple conversation. Hey, I saw that you bought this piece of land a couple months ago for cash, seeing if you're looking to buy any more. Oh, we're a land building company and we do this or that. I'm like, perfect. Well, are you looking to buy any more? Then they'll tell you. Vacant land, it's just not complicated. I promise you. Do you want to buy the land or you not? The product sells itself. It's like selling a glass of water on a hot day. Sells itself. Easy. Let's see. Sells itself. Love to see it. All right. So the question we got. What's 50-50? So 50-50 approach, again, is when you spend 50% of your time in your local market and then 50% of your time in a virtual market. Usually, if you don't know if you should quit your market or not, that's what most people do here. John says, Zach, are you doing JV deals in Ohio? I am doing JV deals in Ohio. You just go to sellmypaper.com and send it through there. Or there's plenty of people who work with Ohio. I know Jason White, I just showed him in the beginning here, right? He's doing deals in Ohio. Works well. See, also, like I'm not too greedy about it. I mean, I make plenty of money wholesaling. I want to get everyone in here paid too. So the CEO says he JVs with someone. JV is someone who does dispositions full time, someone that has every cash buyer in their network and blasts out nationwide. That's good. CEO also, just FY, man, be very careful of your nationwide blasting because I've personally found you get deals stolen very quickly doing that. And so he can do everyone. Like I personally don't do that because I found deals getting stolen doing that. Not a fan, but he probably will call them and do it from there. Yeah, easy. Jesus, maybe it's Jesus. I don't know which one to say. But Jesus says, Zach, is Tucson a good market to start in? If you live in Tucson, yeah, go after it. If you don't live in Tucson, I probably wouldn't do it. I would not actively virtually wholesale in Tucson, Arizona. I kind of did one in the challenge we did about every single market. I'm not a big fan of Tucson, just if you're going to virtually do there. If you live there, go after it. BJC Counter says, you want to buy my deal in North Carolina? It's cosmetics only, ARV 220. What market? I mean, I'll buy it just as a rental, but I'll also buy it to flip it. I can wholesale it. I do a lot of things with it. So let me know. And Kalani says, going to try it out. So awesome. Love to see that. Alrighty. And then AD says, Flipboard Plus is free with 1 JV per year. Yes, it is. If you send me a JV, we close. You get Flipboard Plus free for an entire year. Come on. It's good stuff right there. Can't beat it. Can't beat that. Charles says, do you know where to find the TREC assignment addendum contract? It's for Texas. I've used it before. So it should be in the addendum to contract section. Let's look at this form. Sales price, cash portion. Buyer has paid additional option fee of. So you can also put. So here's the official amendment. It's not the assignment one specifically. I don't know which one. Are you talking about this one and then you put the assignment in here? Or are you talking about specifically for Texas, like an assignment of contract specifically? Because if you look at the TREC, they have a whole contract page for Texas. Let me show you here really quick. Put my Texas people on game. So they have regular contracts. They have amendments. The rest, not really care about too much. And then they have all these ones here. So an addendum. No. Other property by buyer. It might be this one. I just got to re-look at these. What are the other forms? These are all terminations. And then this one is going to be the address, an addendum for the sale of another property. Now, I believe it's going to be that addendum and you put it there, then you put your assignment with it. But I will have to ask the title company specifically there. see here. And so I get a lot of people saying you only need the TREC. I'll be honest. We wholesale plenty of deals in Texas without the TREC contract. If your title company doesn't like it, they can move it. We can have special addendum signed from a seller in Texas if we have to change things. But it's not mandated you have to use that contract. So yeah. Kalani says, how many times should I hit a list after I pull it? It depends on the list, right, guys? So like, I would say like, let's use a code violation list. I re-pull all active code violations, then market the entire thing. Probates, I only do the probates for that got filed in the past 30 days. Then I do that. I don't reach out to them again. That's how I do it. Now for high equity, I just pull the high equity, I re-pull it, and then we go from there. Dub AI Art says, do you buy deals? Hey, Zach, do you buy deals where you're buying the property over the asking price of the seller with 0% interest, 10% down? Would you be able to sell deals like that? I like buying deals like that. Would a hedge fund do it? It depends on how. So I'm guessing this is an owner financing deal. If it's owner financing, there are buyers that buy it. Specifically, probably not hedge funds are going to buy. They don't buy too much of those type of deals, but there are buyers that love creative financing as long as they understand it. Usually a sophisticated buyer would do that. AD says, text blasted plus called plus code violations in Fresno with no luck. Water shut off list tomorrow. We'll pull pre-foreclosures and probates this week. All right. We're getting to work. Yeah. Let's see. Fresno's still a good market. Charles says, assignment of contracts specifically, would you recommend using addendum and the standard? So if I'm doing a probate and it's in probate, if it's in Texas for virtual, I will 100% use the TREC contract. If it's not, I'm probably winning. Go with what your title company wants, because I know some title companies in Texas only want the TREC contract. So I let the lawyers at the title company figure it out. I can't say that name right. Says, Zach, I'm planning to cold call all day, pulling a list from PropStream and a government list using a dialer. I like it. Good stuff. Hi, you says, I currently have a seller who address has 3 single family properties on 1 land. How can I go about wholesaling this deal? Is exactly like if a wholesale land with 1 property on. I think so. I don't have enough information about the property to make a full thing for you here. But what I like to do is I give a contract for a deed. And so what I mean by that is if there's 3 houses, there might be 3 separate deeds. And they're all, maybe it's 3 type of parcels, 3 deeds. So you write 3 contracts. If it's 3 houses all under 1 deed on that piece of land, then just do 1 contract. And so how many deeds there are, and the easiest way to do that is just go to the property appraiser website. And then from there, all you have to do is just figure out if it's 1 deed, 2 deed, 3 deed, go from there. That's how I like to do it. Let's see. Charles, basically, I want to use the contract to lock up deals and use the addendum to assign my fee. This is feasible, correct? Yeah, make sure you get the A-OK from the title company. You should be fine. All right. So you just checked 3 vacant property. I checked the property appraiser. It's all in 1. So if it's all on 1 deed, treat it as if it's just 1 property. Now, you can technically, I don't know about every property is different, but usually if you have the right property, it depends how it's laid out, obviously. You can go to the zoning department or you can go to the city planning. It depends. Every county is different. And you can theoretically get an okay to split the lots in 3 ways. So you can lock the deal up, go to zoning, go to planning with the seller and get maybe an A-OK, or just saying that it is possible legally to split the lot into 3, and then they'll make it more valuable to sell your deal to a buyer. So you can split lots 3 ways. Deeds change, everything like that. There's a lot of legal stuff that I just have my lawyer deal with, honestly. But you can split the lots in 3 ways. You just got to get an okay from the zoning department, I believe, and you should be fine wholesaling there. So, yeah. Owner's absentee to virtual. Hey, just try to see if you can split the lots. That'll make your deal a lot more valuable. Just being honest. So, guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com. I just wanted to make sure this week I got to everyone that had a one-on-one question. I try to get to as many questions as I can on here. But again, I thank everybody for hopping on and talking to me on the channel here. Again, I appreciate it. I'm always on every Sunday, always on to do one-on-ones, always here to help anyone out and just give as much as I can to you guys so you can get wholesaling real estate deals. Guys, really appreciate it. Make sure to go to freewholesaling.com and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.